Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another recap video. As it is the beginning of May, we now have to recap the previous month, April, so let's get into this. First things first, like we always do, let's start off with the movies that I watched in the month of April. So to start off the month, the first thing I watched, I guess, was White, the Melody of the Curse, which is the South Korean K-pop horror movie that I watched. Like, the movie as itself was okay. I did give it a little heart, a like there, because it's a South Korean horror movie, which I love, and it's a K-pop horror movie, which I love. Then I watched Freddy vs. Jason because it got added on Netflix, and I don't know why. Does anyone else experience this? Like, you have the movies sitting on your shelf. Like, I have Freddy vs. Jason on this shelf. Like, it's right there. And I don't know. I don't come to my shelf a lot to grab movies to watch for fun. I didn't know, that sounds weird, but then as soon as it gets put on Netflix, I'm just like, oh, let me rewatch this, even though it's been sitting here forever. Does anyone else do that? Then, of course, Pet Sematary came out at the beginning of April, the remake, so I watched that. And then I watched The Conjuring. I don't even know why. Maybe it just came on. It might have just been on TV or something and I rewatched it. I actually can't remember. I watched Muck and the Girl in the Photographs because of Does This Offend You? That's what we did our first year anniversary episode. So Emma and I both chose a movie that we hated and we basically just ranted about them. So if you like Emma or I or both of us getting heated over movies, definitely check that out. I'll link it somewhere if you want to watch it. Muck was my choice, so that was a rewatch for me, and The Girl in the Photographs was Emma's, which I hadn't seen before, but I rated them both half a star. Then I watched The Farm, which I also gave half a star because it was just, I hated it. It was a whole rant, so again, if you like listening to me rant, you can definitely check that out. I'll link my playlist for the new movie reviews for April, so everything that came out this year, if you want to check those out. I also watched Horror Noir, A History of Black Horror, which was the Shudder exclusive documentary that came out. Amazing. If you haven't seen my review of it, that's fine, but if you're just watching this right now, definitely check out that documentary. It's fantastic. Then I watched The Covenant and The Craft. That was because I was on Gory B Movies channel for Ghouls Night Out. We talked about witches and horror, so we decided to do boy witches versus girl witches, hence the two movies we chose. I will link that also somewhere around here if you didn't get a chance to watch it but you still want to. Then The Curse of La Llorona came out, so I watched that. Thought it was okay. Then, because I did a remake versus original on these two, I watched both Pulse movies from 2001 and 2006 respectively, and this was a rare case of I liked them both equally, which I know a lot of you guys don't agree with. There was a lot of you that really liked the original a whole lot more, but then also a bunch of you that also liked the remake a whole lot more too, which I thought was cool. I watched The Wind, which was a newer indie horror movie, Western horror, female directed as well, if any of that interests you. Then I watched Monster House because that was on Netflix also, and it's been a minute. I don't know why I didn't mark it as a rewatch, but it is. I have seen it before. Just a cute, Halloween, creepy, animated movie, the one. And then we ended out the month with I watched both Wicker Man movies for May Day, which if you saw my review, you'll know. And if you're looking at it right here, you can tell I liked the original a whole lot more. I had seen that one before. All right, then in terms of TV that I've been watching, I don't know how they actually is the show pronounced Penis or is it Pen 15? I actually don't know. I feel like Pen 15 is a weird name for a show. Probably called Penis, I don't know, but it's the two girls, and it's set in the early 2000s in middle school, so it's basically when I went to middle school. It's this perfect phenomenon where you're watching it, especially if you went to middle school during that time as well, like I did. You watch it and you're laughing at the scenarios, and then as soon as you laugh at something, your brain reminds you of a similar thing that you did in middle school, and then you start cringing. I feel like you might maybe get a little slightly more enjoyment out of it if you're also a girl, but that's just my opinion. I also have been watching the remake or the reboot of The Twilight Zone, which is on CBS All Access, created by Jordan Peele, and so far been loving it. Also, speaking of like reboots and remakes, What We Do in the Shadows, which is on actual TV, it's on FX. If you love the movie, if you find the movie hilarious, you're really gonna like the show. It's like I said, it's got the same tone, same type of humor. In terms of books, I have them all right here, everything I read. I'll go over them really quick because I know not all of you guys really like to read as much as I do. That's fine. There are a couple of you that definitely do, so, and I appreciate you. First thing obviously was Horror Show by Greg Keen. You can look at my review of that. I'll link the Creepy Book Club playlist somewhere, so if you want to hear my in-depth thoughts on Horror Show, you can watch that review. This is our Creepy Book Club pick for April. Other than that, just for my own enjoyment, I read another cozy mystery. I think I mentioned it, not last recap, but the one before, maybe? I can't remember actually. Decided to try reading a cozy mystery, so I got the first book of 2 different series to try them out, and this one I liked way more than the other one. This is called Midsummer Night's Mischief. It's a Wiccan Wheel mystery. I got 2 like witchy ones. This is by Jennifer David Hess. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say her last name, but really good. I really liked it. If you are interested at all in Wicca, this is probably the most accurate depiction I've seen in a book. Like it's just like real. I don't like I don't know how to describe it. It's just like normal, and I don't know, but if you like that at all, definitely recommend. I already grabbed the second one from work and I've already started reading it because I liked it that much. Next thing I read was The Girls by Emma Cline. I don't think I've actually written my review on Goodreads yet. If you want to know my in-depth thoughts or kind of in-depth thoughts on all of these, you can follow me on Goodreads. I'm not going to make a video on all of these because I know not all of you guys like the book stuff, so that's fine. But just in short, I thought this one was like okay. I wasn't a huge fan of the main character. You can see my like in-depth thoughts on it on Goodreads if you want, but it's very much modeled after like the Manson family. It's not actually the Manson family, but the main character, the group that she falls in with over this summer it's definitely modeled after them. Then, I haven't logged this one on Goodreads yet, but it's a little graphic novel. It was actually due out at work, and I just happened to be pulling returns in the graphic novel section, and I saw this one was supposed to be sent back, and I decided to buy it instead because it's The Nightmare Before Christmas, Zero's Journey. Which I just thought was so cute. Actually, I can't remember if this was in manga or, it's just cute. Basically, the story, at least in this first one, is Zero finds himself lost in Christmas Town. At the very end, Lock, Shock, and Barrel go to retrieve him, and that's where it ends. So hopefully we'll get the second one in at work so I can keep reading it. It's just cute. If you like A Nightmare Before Christmas, it's just cute. Then the other one I read was There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. This one technically, yes, is YA, but it is super slashery. Definitely gives you like Scream vibes a little bit meta of a slasher. I just loved it. It was so good. So good. I loved the main character, and it was scary for YA. Like, I was shocked. Like, I feel like sometimes the YA horror holds back a little bit, obviously, because it's, it's just, you're not gonna find Stephen King in the YA section, but this one was scary. So if you like slashers, definitely recommend. Please do not let the YA classification keep you from reading this if you like slashery type books. This one's great. Okay, moving on. Music. I'm gonna talk about K-pop here for a second. Sorry. I know some of you guys do like K-pop though, so finally started listening to LOONA. I definitely had heard of them before, but oh my god, are they underrated? Seriously, stan LOONA. Stan LOONA. That kind of leads me into what I've been watching on YouTube. A lot of LOONA videos, obviously to get an introduction to the group, and I've been listening to a lot of their songs. There's 12 of them and they each have released like solos, and they have a whole bunch of subunits and stuff, so there's a lot to watch. And the lore, like in their music videos, goes deep. So I've been watching a channel called Twinfish, and the whole channel is dedicated to like dissecting the lore and like the, you know, all the stuff of the LOONAverse is what it's called. It involves quantum physics, like Mobius strips, string theory, color theory, like it goes deep. So I've been going through all of her videos on Twinfish is the channel. I'll link it down below if you're at all interested. Like it's fascinating, honestly. And one video I really want to recommend for anybody who likes reading and likes books. I know I keep talking about the books, but I did share it on Twitter, and maybe, I don't remember if I shared it on Instagram. It's a video by Max Joseph, which I'll link in the description. It's called Bookstores, How to Read More Books in the Golden Age of Content. Like a 30-minute video, and he basically just explores, like I said, like how to read more. Has a lot to do with like the importance of reading as well. This Max Joseph gentleman travels to a lot of beautiful bookstores mostly around Europe and in the US. So even if you watch it for nothing else, watch it for the footage of the bookstores that he goes to, because they are gorgeous. And then we're gonna end it out with favorite comments. I have a couple. The first one was from Low Carb Monster, and it was on my review of The Curse of La Llorona, which was kind of like a come with me review. And I really loved, the part that I really loved of the comment was the first thing he writes here, which is popcorn at 4:36. If you didn't watch the video, I was trying to talk about it in my car after the movie, but then Florida decided it wanted to storm, and the rain was so hard that it sounded like hail. I guess to Low Carb Monster it sounded like popcorn being popped, which you're not wrong. And he also goes on to say, at least The Curse of La Llorona was a decent watch, while The Nun was a straight snooze fest, in my opinion, of course. I agree that this isn't really a part of the Conjuring universe. I don't remember them saying anything about La Llorona in the other films. Oh well, I guess it's a part of the universe now since they said so. Great video, Vicky. Thank you. And also I agree. I think it's more like they say so that's pretty much it. There is that one connecting character. I won't spoil who it is, I guess, if you haven't seen it. But all right, next is from Money Cult Madhouse, or Miko. She's one of my patrons also. I'll link her channel in the description. She does have her own YouTube channel. And this was on my review of White, The Melody of the Curse, which was the K-pop horror movie. She wrote, fun fact about this movie, the Tara scandal, I think it's, I don't know, I didn't really listen to them. Tiara scandal was going the same year. I still need to see it, but another writer on my blog has reviewed it. Great review as always. Thank you. So anybody who's into K-pop knows there was like a big like bullying scandal with Tara. Again, I didn't really listen to them, so I don't know how you say their group name. I thought that was interesting, so if anybody was interested in that movie / interested in K-pop, I thought that was a fun fact, so thank you for sharing, Miko. The next two are from B. Like, honestly, I'm just obsessed with B. Like, I feel like she's just brilliant. She gives me all of my brilliant video ideas. So first was on, I actually don't even remember what video. Both of them were on my Letterboxd stats video, because that's, yeah, she had suggested that. So both of these were on there because I know I put her icon up on the screen and put a crown on it, and she commented, from now on you will always have to add that crown onto me. I demand it. Done and done. After that, she had commented again and she wrote, I am currently suffering through muck for Does This Offend You? I don't like you anymore. That's fair. I mean, I will give you that. That's fair. All right, so that's all I have for you for this video. It's been a long enough video, so I'll go ahead and end it. Let me know all the stuff that you've been loving for the past month in the comment section down below. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here and become a Creepy Peep today. I post videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you can ring that notification bell down there every time I post a video, even though it sometimes works and it sometimes doesn't. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye!
This video is brought to you by all these lovely creepy patron peeps that you see listed on the left-hand side of the screen. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep, you can follow that link that is in the description of this video. No pressure, but it's there if you want to check it out. Thanks for watching. Bye!